32 on 6 carries.
And junior quarterback Justin Dudjak impressed last week. He completed 9 of 12 passes for 144 yards and 1 touchdown.
And, of course, Ben Erdeljak, a 3-year letterman right now, or I should say 2-year letterman actually, caught 6 passes last week for 109 yards, and it was his second 6-reception game of the season. Not bad.
Well, one thing that Coach Cap, I'm sure, would like to correct this week is the 125 yards in penalties that the Raiders committed last week against Duquesne.
On the other side of the ledger, you look at Coach Chuck Wagner, his team, Joe, at 0-3.
Well, they're entering, well, actually, Chuck is entering his 32nd year as a head coach, his 4th year at Springdale. He previously coached at Riverview, which was Oakmont at the time, and also at Fox Chapel.
And the Dynamos coming off of a 33-3 conference loss to Greensburg Central Catholic at home last week.
And they're finding it sort of tough to replace graduating quarterbacks Ryan Leahy and Julio Tamarello, and leading rusher and scorer Derek Meyer.
So we'll see what happens tonight. Springdale's team, one of the youngest in the area. They have only 11 seniors on their 45-man roster.
So whatever happens this year, Bob, they're going to just mark it down and maybe pay back some people in the future. Junior Justin Bertline starts at quarterback. He's thrown for 235 yards and 2 touchdowns this season.
And senior Clark Yanati leads the rushing game.
The Dynamos have lost the first 3 games by a combined score of 92-31, mainly due to their inability to stop the run.
And Riverview was the winner of last year's game between these two teams, 42-0. We'll take a break for True Value. Joe and I will return to Springdale High School football field right after this timeout.
You think about your house a lot. You know how to make things happen. You take pride in a job well done. You know the difference between semi-gloss and flat. You know you can do it yourself, because you know help is just around the corner. Get a gallon of Easy Care flat paint for just $12.99. This 4-piece performance paint set is only $4.99. True Value, help is just around the corner at Thrift True Value in Katanning and New Kensington.
We are back at Springdale High School for tonight's game between the Raiders of Riverview and the Dynamos of Springdale. Bob Tatter with Joe Falsetti.
Well, Bob, we might as well let everybody know who's going to be officiating the game. The referee is Larry Kupek. The linesman is Frank Sullivan. Line judge is Frank Campbell. Pat Fay is the linesman, and the back judge is Joe Tominelli. Guys that we've seen around, Bob, for a few years.
Riverview will wear the white shirts. Springdale in all black with the white numerals. And for Springdale, they've got Chad Loveland, number 76. Number 53, Darren Polovich. Number 78, Pete Guarnera. And number 21 is Clark Yanati. That's Larry Kupek, the official, showing the toss of the coin. And it appears Springdale has won the toss, and Riverview will defend the goal to our left. So Lucas Heekins will be teeing it up when we come back. High school football will continue on Comcast Cablevision Channel 3 after this timeout.
Size of that Gilbert.
The Burkett Truby Funeral Home in Oakmont has been serving local families since 1954. The Burkett Truby Funeral Home is set in a family home atmosphere, complete with visitation rooms, offices, a family lounge, and ample off-street parking, and is handicap accessible. You may call at any time to discuss traditional services, cremation, pre-arrangements of services, caskets, and vaults. The Burkett Truby Funeral Home, 421 Allegheny Avenue, Oakmont. Phone 828-3535.
Where's the pharmacy?
Okay. You go around Motor Oil, left at Lingerie, around the...
Why go through all this to get low prices on healthcare products? Just go to your neighborhood medicine shop pharmacy. With nearly 1,000 stores nationwide, we have the same buying power as the big chains, so you'll always get a low price and personal service. The medicine shop, what a pharmacy was meant to be.
For fast, friendly, professional service,
stop in and see us at the medicine shops in Natrona Heights and Oakmont.
Most people know that pre-planning is a way to design your own funeral service in advance to relieve a difficult emotional burden from surviving loved ones. You design your own funeral services, then pre-fund those services at today's cost with monthly payments designed to fit your budget. At the Thomas D. English Funeral Home, we promise to provide exactly the services you select at no additional cost to your estate or heirs.
Back to receive for Springdale as we watch Lucas Heekins rather, teeing up the ball. It'll be Matt Oriot right down the middle. He's flanked on his right by Matt Oriot, and to the near side by Artie Rayner. Kevin Leahy, I should say, straight down the middle. As we've been reminded, the carnival that planted or set in here, Joe, back in July, played some havoc with that sod out there, and it's just not the best. But ideal weather conditions here tonight, cool and very pleasant evening for the football game as Heekins kicks it away high and short and taken at about the 18-yard line by Artie Rayner. And Rayner wrestled to the ground on a hard tackle by Josh Walsh. And so Springdale will put it in play at their own 37-yard line. Starting lineups here for Springdale tonight. Offensively for Springdale, we'll watch real quick here. It'll be Grum, Loveland, Polovich, Granero, Dallas, and Tabachak in the line. And in the backfield, the quarterback is Bertaline, Oriat, Fleming, Gennady, the leading ground gainer, and Leahy out at the wideout. So here we go. The give goes to Gennady, and Gennady is hit real quick. Dujak was there. The first man to hit him was Fritz Tamburo, and the gain is about a yard to the 38-yard line. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Chuck Wagner beginning his 4th year here at Springdale. Coached at Oakmont, coached at Riverview, coached at Fox Chapel, and now at Springdale, which is, by the way, his hometown. Bertaline, couple of steps back, throws it deep. He's got a man out there, and what a catch by Kevin Leahy. Oh, brother. All the way down to the Raider 32-yard line. However, a penalty flag and a holding call will bring it back, and that nullifies, well, let's see, 17 and 13, about a 30-yard pass play goes by the boards with a holding call.
Yeah, that's a shame, Bob, because from all of the information and from talking to people that have seen both teams, Springdale can ill afford to make a big play like that and have it nullified by a penalty. They are not going to get too many good plays like that throughout the night. It's a shame, but they were caught holding on this last play.
So the penalty brings it back to the 25. And they've got to get to the 47, so it's 2nd and, 22. The Dynamos have 2nd and 22, and what a great catch by Kevin Leahy. Second down, 22 for the Dynamos, and a delay of game perhaps, or maybe somebody violated the neutral zone. Take another look at that last pass catch by Leahy. Offside against Riverview. So movement, movement by the left tackle. So it's now 2nd down and 17. Straight T formation. Bertaline, the quarterback. Bertaline looking to throw. Fires to Leahy, and not Leahy, but Rob Millen on the far side.
And Chad Benyon, Bob, came up and almost had the interception.
Take another look at the pass by Leahy, rolling to his right, and had Milan out there, Rob Milan. And a nice defensive play by the Raiders. So now it's 3rd and 17. Boy, that penalty really hurt the Dynamos. They had a 30-yard pass play all the way down to the Raider 33-yard line that was called back because of the hold. Bertaline again looks to throw. Now he finds an opening, and he's going to try to run the ball, but he's hit by Sam Glover near the line of scrimmage, the 30, and so the Dynamos will punt the ball away. Charlie Steffi there, assisting on the play with Glover. And on the replay, Bertaline looking at, well, I'm wrong. It was 66 by himself. That was Charlie Steffi. So Dreer back to punt. Jesse Dreer punts from his own 17. That's where he's standing right now. And for the Raiders, they've got Ertlejack and Fritz Tamburo. The punt, nice high kick. Fair catch called for at the 35-yard line. 9:34 to play in the opening period with no score. And this will be the first time the Raiders have the ball. As we look at Jake Kappa, here's the offense for the Raiders. The same folks that we've been watching. Skillen, Glover, Zanella, Ciora, Giggler, and Catullo in the line. And in the backfield, Dujak, a junior quarterback, Heekins, Tamburo, Gilbert, and Ertlejack. By the way, Gilbert's number is 90. That's been a change. So watch for Gilbert, number 90. At the 35, the give is to Heekins. Heekins finds an opening and is hit out of bounds in Springdale territory at the 45-yard line. A 20-yard run for Heekins on the play. Tackled by Josh Oriot as we watch the replay. That's Damian Heekins, and he got a block from Tamburo as they took out Rob Millen. But a first down on the first play, and it's actually short of the 45. It's at the 46-yard line, so a gain of 19 on that play. Dujak gives to the left back, carrying the football, Ben Ertlejack. A couple of yards over left tackle, getting about 5 on the carry. And Ertlejack hit by Josh Cole on the tackle. However, another flag. Penalty against the Raiders is going to bring this one back as they talk it over with the Springdale co-captains, and it's a biggie. All the way back to the 44 in Raider territory.
It's like a holding call, Bob.
Yep. And it is. Take another look at the play that just concluded with Ertlejack spinning and hit on the play by Josh Cole, number 67. First quarter shows 9:14 on a turning clock. There is no score between these two teams at Springdale High. And it's Tamburo around the left side. Tamburo racing down the far sideline and is finally rolled out of bounds by Springdale's Matt Oriot at the 34, but it's long enough for the first down. And watch the run here by Tamburo. First of all, the fake to Heekins.
Nice block there, Bob, by T.J. Skillen.
And the Springdale cheerleaders trying to rise to the occasion here. 1st and 10. And it is Damian Heekins off the left side. Loose football. Did I see a loose football? No.
No.
Heekins hit at about the 20-yard line.
That was Heekins. It was loose.
Another first down by the Raiders. They're down to the Springdale 20. First quarter, 8:45, no score. Good crowd on hand. Springdale always draws well, whether they're home or away. And I'll go back to the years when they were refurbishing the field and they played at Drescher Stadium in Tarentum, and they still drew very well. Damian Heekins gets the call, and Heekins is off and running. Touchdown.
I'll tell you, Bob, the blocking is just absolutely phenomenal.
Heekins, 20-yard run. The holes are opening, and they're moving them out kind of quick.
Just look at this.
In to kick the extra point is Lucas Heekins for the Raiders. 8:20 to play in the opening quarter. 6-0 the Raiders, and they want to add the extra point. High snap, and the kick is through the uprights. It is good. A break in the action with 8:20 to play in the opening period. It's Riverview 7, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back.
Family-owned Arnold Furniture is ready to set a new record in price and selection. Arnold Furniture has 3 big floors of superb dining room and living room sets, along with bedroom sets and furnishings to brighten your home. Just check out this special deal. Get the 7-piece ensemble, including sofa, love seat, 2 end tables, a cocktail table, and 2 lamps for $9.99. A new record in price and selection. Arnold Furniture, 5th Avenue in Arnold. For 19 years, Sparkle Cleaners in Lower Burl has been the best place in the valley to take care of all your dry cleaning needs. Sparkle can make it look like new, from shirt laundry to dresses, suits, leathers, and suedes. Don't let rips and tears ruin an outfit. Sparkle does expert tailoring and alterations. Sparkle can also get your drapes and bedspreads summer fresh. Clean and preserved wedding dresses and other special garments, all at Sparkle Cleaners, Leechburg Road, Lower Burl. Everybody loves Fazio's Italian Deli. Fazio specializes in prepared foods using only the most delicious sauces. They also feature deli meats and cheeses like salami, capicola, prosciutto, and mozzarella that make your mouth water just thinking about them. Fazio's has all this and more. For the best Italian food in the valley, stop in at Fazio's, corner of Gray Street and Lishman Avenue in Arnold. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Heekins scoring the touchdown for the Raiders as they get set to kick off. I don't know if it's my imagination, but it seems like the PA announcer is sitting in my ear.
It's not your imagination.
Oh, he's sitting in your ear too? Okay.
Yeah, he's sitting in between the two of us.
65 yards on 4 plays. And it only took him 1 minute and 14 on the clock to score.
We could be looking for bell tone by the time this one's over.
Kevin Leahy straight down the middle, takes the ball, fumbles, picks it up at about the 20. And is brought down by Steve Sykin at the 23. And so Springdale will try again. The ball is spotted at the 22-yard line. Springdale's second try offensively here tonight. First possession ended in a punt. Single setback for Bertaline. And he hands off to his running back, Josh Oriot. Oriot up to about the 28, and Lucas Heekins was the first man to hit him. And the ball is spotted at the 28, a gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4, Springdale, ball on the Springdale 28-yard line.
Second down and 4 for the Dynamos. They try the same side, and short yardage this time by the same ball carrier as Fritz Tamburo comes in to make the play. And the ball is set at the 29-yard line, 3rd and 3 coming up.
Gain of a couple yards, 3rd down, 4 to go for the Dynamos.
7 minutes remaining in the opening period. Riverview in the lead, 7-0. 3rd and 3 for Springdale. And a fake. This time Bertling keeps the football at the line of scrimmage, and I believe has the first down at the 35 or 36-yard line. And it was Chad, I think, Bynan along with Lucas Heekins on the play. Defensively, that is. Springdale picks up its first down of the night. And we are midway. On the replay, you see the tackle put on by Heekins. T formation, Berteline. Wing, I should say the right end is split.
Yep, there's a flag. Moving. Might be an offside here, Bob. Yep.
So 1st and 5 now coming up. The ball is advanced to the 40.
Still 1st down for the Springdale Dynamo. 5 to go. Ball on the Dynamo, 39.
That's his 40-yard line, I thought. Right on the 40, 1st and 5. Springdale getting a break on that offside call. Busted play, and it may have even been a loose football. I don't know. Berteline very quick there, and Riverview was quick off the ball. Dujak was there
really
for the Raiders, busting through. So they lose what, Joe? 2 yards?
Lost a couple, that's for sure. Also there to help out was Ciora, Calio Ciora.
2nd and 7 after the 2-yard loss. Coming in with a play, Rob Millen along with Kevin Leahy, and who knows, they might want to unleash another long bomb here. Springdale successful on one earlier in the period, but a holding call brought it back, and eventually they punted, and Riverview went in to score. 5.5 minutes remaining in the opening period. Riverview on top, 7-0. Leahy going deep. He's got Milan out there. A little bump, no whistle, covered on the play by Chad Benyon. So it is now 3rd and 7. Springdale, 3rd down and 7 coming up following the long incompletion. Riverview had it well covered. Leahy this time flanked to the left, picked up by Erdeljak. T formation. Berteline slips, he throws, picked off by Sam Glover. Glover running down the left sideline and is going to be run out of bounds at near the 15-yard line. And I think if Berteline had not slipped, that ball probably would have taken a different course. but Sam Glover picks it off. And with 5 minutes, actually 4:55 to play, and the ball at the 15, it is now the Raiders with another opportunity to tack on a score, leading 7-0. The running backs include Erteljack and Heekins. Heekins with the ball. Heekins almost into the end zone.
He's in.
And he hit the pylon for the touchdown. And the Raiders extend the lead to 13-0 with 4:48 remaining in the opening quarter. And here's Heekins getting the call after, I believe, a fake to Erteljack in the backfield.
5 plays and 5 first downs.
Actually, Erteljack came, across the, and there he is. Here's the kick by Lucas Heekins, and it is no good, wide right. And so, a break in the action with 4:48 to play, period number 1. It is Riverview 13, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back.
When I punch the clock, I'm a working machine. I got boots that do the job, got my Wolverines. Lay a span of bridge, make that molten steel pour. I can build a better country and keep coming back for more. I can work like hell with my hands and my tools, cause I feel like heaven in my Wolverine boots. Wolverine Durashocks, guaranteed comfort or your money back. Work like hell, feel like heaven.
Wolverine boots available at Ben's Menswear, New Kensington.
Every year, PNC Bank asks over 270,000 customers how we can do better.
Here's what they said.
Hey, give me account information around the clock.
We didn't. Put investment counselors in my neighborhood.
We're here. Give me a really low-interest credit card.
You've got it. At PNC Bank, we never forget who really calls the shots.
And that's you.
Just because I'm a grandmother doesn't mean I have to look like one.
With Sola Progressives, not only will the world look better,
I can play great and look great.
Both on the job and off.
Without aging bifocal lines.
no matter what your lifestyle or prescription, Sola makes a lens that's right for you.
Visit Fashion Optical Hillcrest Shopping Center in Lower Borough.
We are back at Springdale High. The Raiders lead it 13-0. That last extra point try was wide right by Heekins, who is ready to kick off. Orban gives the okay. The kick is away and will be picked up at the 23-yard line by Artie Rayner. And Rayner is hit just over the 35-yard line.
Tackled by number 68, McCarthy.
Nestor and Bob Pica make the play defensively for the Raiders. So the ball is now at the 36 and a 1st and 10 for the Raiders, or for Springdale. So the Dynamos now with the football, and their fortunes here have them down in the first half, 13-zip.
Could be a long night, Bob. In fact, it's already a long night.
Here's the give to the same man who took the kickoff, Artie Rayner, and up near the line of scrimmage. Tackled on the play by T.J. Skillen. And Ciora was also there, so there was no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Four minutes remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd and long.
Oh my, Tambura was waiting on that play.
And it was Rayner again. This time he's dropped back at the 20, make it the 32-yard line. Loss on the play brings up 3rd and 15. So it's at the 32. And you know they're going to throw the football.
Third down, 14 to go. For the Dynamos. Ball Dynamo 32.
So here we go, 3rd and 15. Bertoline looks to throw, fires, and to Yanati, but the pass incomplete, and just as well. It was well covered on the far side by Ben Erteljack. And so Springdale will punt it away on 4th and 15. It's been a long first quarter simply because of the incompleted passes, and Springdale now with a 4th and 15 to punt it away, and Jesse Dreer is back inside his 20. Erteljack to the right side, to the near side that is, and Fritz Tamburo on the far side. Good snap from the Springdale center. The kick is high. It'll bounce near the 45 and will roll out of bounds at the 43. And Riverview once again goes on the offense.
Ball down by number 24, Winnie Fleming. Raiders take over. 1st and 10 from the Raider 43-yard line.
So a 13-0 game, Riverview in the lead. And if they go on to win, would chalk up a second conference victory after last week's 35-6 beating of Duquesne. Clock does not start until the change of possession, first play from scrimmage. And here we go. It is Tamburo. And the hole opens. He's up to about the 49-yard line. A gain of 5. 2nd and 5. On the play. Chad Loveland there to make the tackle for Springdale. And Pete Garnero was also there. So it's 2nd down and 5. Clock ticking, 2:27. Man in motion, the pitch comes to Tamburo. First down for the Raiders, and spilled on the play by Mike Lazzari, number 36, also with an assist from Mike Mully. And Winnie Fleming on the play as well. I guess the principal tackler was, I think, 21, Clark Yanati. Chuck Wagner, boy, he's been through, well, I don't know how many years of this sort of stuff. 30-some?
There goes Heekins again, Bob. There he goes. There he goes.
Heekins down at the 15, at the 10, spilled at the 5-yard line. And defensively, Rob Milan makes the play. So Heekins just churns the legs and just keeps picking up yardage. First and goal for the Raiders. Or, yep, first and goal at the 5. A minute and 42. And
I think Heekins got over 100 yards already, Bob.
Rob Milan makes the play defensively.
105 yards in 5 carries. That's 21 yards a pop. Takes you a week to get 101 yards, and it takes me a month.
Mowing the lawn.
He does it in 5 carries.
A fake by Dujak. He keeps the football. He's across the line of scrimmage. And Dujak was spilled on the play by Mike Lazzari.
I thought this guy was there too, Loveland.
Chad Loveland. watch on the replay if there is one on this one. Here we go. There's Dujak, number 15. Okay, you're right. Or Pete Garnero.
At the 4.
So it's now 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Aikens with the ball, and boy, Springdale was in there
Garnero
quickly
really.
Defensively. Pete Garnero. Clock still running, and this will be the final play unless they score of period number 1. 3rd and goal from the 4. There was no gain. The official there near the football, Frank Solomon, who has made the AK Valley his home, played at Arnold High and coached at Burrow. There's the end of the first quarter, then became an official.
Did he win a championship at
yeah,
Burrow?
68. So we have completed a full period of play, and it is a 13-0 game. The Raiders have the lead. Bob Tattern with Joe Falsetti, and we'll be back with the second quarter after this.
Sir James Printing is your source for business forms and specializes in custom designed continuous computer paper and snap-apart forms. Sir James's courteous and knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you with quality full-service printing. Their printing production facility features a large variety of in-house paper stocks and colors of ink. Sir James also features a state-of-the-art desktop publishing system which allows them to transform your ideas into a professionally typeset piece. They will meet their deadlines with satisfaction guaranteed.
For nearly 50 years, folks around the AK Valley have been enjoying the delicious taste of Katoris candies, made fresh right at the store. The high standard of good taste has remained consistent in that time as well. To send the unmistakable flavor of Katoris to friends and family outside the valley, ship your order anywhere in the USA. Free gift wrapping is available at the store. Choose from ready-packed boxes or select your own assortment and see the large selection of lollipops and novelties.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see.
Feeling safe, being secure. It's why more families rely on Buick LeSabre than any other full-size sedan. Peace of mind from LeSabre.
Boucher Buick and GMC trucks for nearly 40 years, a cut above the rest.
All right, we're about ready here for quarter number 2. Total domination by the Raiders of Riverview. 143 yards, Springdale 8. First downs, Riverview 6, Springdale 0. So that pretty much tells you what things are like here in Springdale as the Raiders are out front 13-0 and threatening once again. They're at the 4-yard line of the Dynamos. 3rd down and goal from the 4.
3rd down, 4 to goal for the Raiders.
Dujak has Erdeljak and Heekins. Double setback. Heekins goes outside, cuts inside, has it into the end zone for the touchdown. Heekins goes 4 yards for the score, and it's 19-0 now as the Raiders get set for the extra point try. They might go for 2 here. Let's watch this one. They make it look easy. The blocking up front is just absolutely what Jake Kappa or any coach would want.
That was Erdeljak, huh?
So Heekins gets into the end zone for the score, and Pete Gardner there, but a little late. All right, they're going to go for 2 now. They're in the eye this time. It's Heekins and Tamburo, the tailback. Dujak hands off, and it's going to be Dujak off the right side. He gets into the end zone for the score, and the Raiders pick up the 2-point conversion and run that score to 21-0 here as the start of the second quarter shows the Dynamos in big trouble as they trail by 3 touchdowns.
And an MVP will be selected from our game today, sponsored by PNC Bank. PNC Bank, where performance counts. And it's our tradition each and every spring to bring all the MVPs together from football, boys and girls basketball, and have a little luncheon for them, co-sponsored by Comcast Cable and PNC Bank. And then we award the annual trophy for the MVP of the year in the 3 categories. And that's been going on now for, I don't know, 12, 15 years.
All right, it's going to be Lucas Heekins getting set to kick it off from the 40-yard line. Deep man down there in the middle is Kevin Leahy. He's standing at about 7-8 yard line. Here goes Heekins. It's a short kick. It's going to bounce. And it's going to be taken at about the 25-yard line. Mike.
No.
Was that Mike Lazari or Matt Oriat? Matt Oriat, number 39. Got it up to about the 26-yard line.
See, again, Joe, the clock doesn't start until the play, begins. Change the rule this year. Normally, right now, that clock would be running.
And a red whistle.
All right, ready to go as Birdline has his team ready.
First and 10, Springdale.
Here's a handoff off the left side, trying to break out of a couple of tackles there, and not getting very much, and making the stop on Reiner.
Number 32,
was number
tackled by number 64, Calio Ciora.
64 was Calio Ciora on the stop. Pickup of about a yard on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9 for the Dynamos.
Well, you look at our TV monitor, and the lighting on the monitor is a lot better than watching.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're at the 27-yard line.
I can't believe I'm watching the same game.
Coming out wide here is 84 Kevin Leahy. Birdline. Back, looking, throwing, and it's going to be tipped over there. Good coverage by number 56. I think that's that's Glover, Sam Glover. Intended for Kevin Leahy, so the pass falls incomplete. Let's watch it one more time. There's Leahy out here looking for the pass, and Glover, if he's able to pick up another step somewhere there, he could have had an interception.
And Ertlejack was out there as well.
It's going to be 3rd down and about 8-9 yards to go. Birdline is looking over the middle. It's complete. It's complete to number 83, Derek Tabachek, and he gets up near the 40-yard line. They'll spot it at the 39, but it is a 1st down. 1st and 10, Springdale. That's their first down of the night. Watch this one as Birdline sees Tabachek. He's got it. And he is going to get the 1st down at the 39-yard line. Ertlejack, number 34, Tambure, also there. So 1st and 10 for the Dynamos at their own 39-yard line. 10.5 minutes remaining, 2nd quarter. The Raiders 21, Springdale nothing. Pitch back. Coming around, looking for a block, can't get it, and down goes the ball carrier, Josh Oriat. He is hit by Randy Gilbert.
He's hurting.
Lose a couple of yards on that carry. 2nd and 12. Approaching 10 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. Good crowd on hand here. I must say one thing about Springdale. It doesn't matter whether they're 3-0 or 0-3. They have great fan support down here. They have had all these years, and it doesn't matter whether it's football or basketball. And while we're throwing accolades around, I'd like to thank the good people here at the Springdale Fire Department just across the street from the field. I'll tell you, they do a lot more than just put out fires. They accommodate you any way they can, and they certainly have done it for us down through the years, and tonight was no exception. Thanks a lot to the Springdale Fire Department. All right, here we go once again. Now it's 2nd and 12. Springdale from their own 37. Bird line. Hands off, coming through, and had number 21, Yanati, been able to keep his feet and come to the near side, he may have gone all the way.
Picked up about 5.
Yeah, about 5 yards on that carry. So it'll be 3rd down and about 5. Now you'll see here where he almost broke away, and I think number 56 tripped him up. That was Sam Glover. 3rd and 5, 9 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. Ball at the 45-yard line. Birdline is ready. Birdline hands off, and here is number 21 once again, Yanati, and he gets up close to the 1st down mark. He's going to be a little bit short, maybe a yard, but what have you got to lose? You've got a half a yard to go. You're down 21-0. Tattern, what have you got to lose?
Nothing, absolutely. Yeah. Josh Oriat, who just was made a pancake out of by Randy Gilbert, so to speak.
4th down.
Being attended to on the near sideline.
And the Dynamos look as though they're going to go for it. And as I say, what have they got to lose? They're down 21-0. The ball is spotted just beyond the 49-yard line. They got to get right to the 50. Birdline hands off, and they got the 1st down. Coming through there was number 21, Yanati, for the 1st down. Sam Glover on the stop, and boy, I'll tell you what, these Springdale fans, they get a 1st down and look as though they have won the ball game, and that's what it's all about here in Dynamo country.
You may lose the war, but you want to win a couple of the battles, Joe.
That's for sure. So they pick up the 1st down with Clark Yanati. Some good running. So the Dynamos have it 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line of the Raiders. Birdline. Hands off, and again it's Yanati. Here goes Yanati, spinning, turning down to about the 34-yard line. How about that? Jack finally making the stop. Clark Yanati showing some fine running. Pretty decent blocking up there with the left side of that Springdale line. So they get another 1st down. The Dynamos do. They're inside the 35, near the 34-yard line of the Raiders. So the Dynamos, Bob, on the move here with a couple of 1st downs. Down to the Riverview 34-yard line. Same formation as Birdline. And this time they hand it to the 1st man through, and popping up through there and getting decent yardage inside the 30 to about the 24-yard line was number 35. That's Josh Oriat. So the Dynamos now seem to have found a running game here as they pick up 5 on that carry, with Oriat picking up the 5 inside the 30 to about the 29. Probably would really change the atmosphere here if the Dynamos could take it in. All right, Birdline one more time ready. As this time it's Yanati again, and Yanati fights off the left side, picks up decent yardage, and gets the 1st down. Ben Ertlejack. And I think number 60 also there. Dujak helped out. Another 1st down for the Dynamos.
Halfway through the 2nd quarter, and Springdale wants to put 6 on the board, trailing 21-0.
They're up near the 23-yard line. So the Dynamos on the move. 6 minutes remaining. Why is the clock stopped? The clock was stopped.
They had to move the chains, and they're,
the chains were in place. I checked purposely, figuring maybe it was another rule change. And they pop it right up the middle. This time they do manage to get a few yards as Oriat gets inside the 20 to about the, they get up near the 18-yard line, maybe closer to the 19. Dujak making the stop, a gain of almost 5 yards again. So the Dynamos fighting at 4 or 5 yards a pop here, and they got themselves down in the 18-yard line marker of the Raiders. Ready once again, Bertline. And here's Yanati. Yanati fighting his way inside the 15, near the 10-yard line. They'll probably spot it around the 11. Another first down for the Dynamos.
The guy that made the play, Joe, was this guy right here.
Giggler, Ethan Giggler.
Defensively for the Riverview, have finally put the hit on him.
So they'll spot the ball at the 11-yard line. They couldn't make a first down here without having to bring it into the end zone. They're at the 11, 1st and 10. Springdale. Birdline has his team on the move. And here's a handoff. Oriat once again. He goes off the left side. Picks up a couple of yards. Dujak and Binion on the stop, and they get it inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line, a gain of a couple. 2nd and 8. Dynamos threatening here. 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Birdline is ready. Birdline hands off. This time they get. No, he keeps it. And he's going to be run out of bounds over there by number 80, Chad Benyon, on a good defensive play. And what they do there, maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. Well, it'll be 3rd down now. And about 7. 3rd and about 7. They need to get to the 1-yard line for a first down. 3rd down and about 7 for a first down. 3rd and 8 for the touchdown. So the Dynamos are out of the huddle and ready to go. Leahy split wide to the near side of the field. Birdline gives off. Yanati, and boy, not going anywhere. I think that was Dujak that led that defensive charge.
Grabbed his arm and he just
grabbed him and didn't go anywhere. In fact, they're going to lose back to the 10-yard line. So they'll lose maybe 2 yards on that carry. 4th down. Well, I think a timeout is going to be called by the Dynamos. They do, and we'll take a break. There's a break in the action, and we'll be right back.
Sure, football is tough, but the toughest game of all is that of life. That's why the NCAA Foundation, along with the help of Anheuser-Busch, have offered grants through their Choices program. These grants are used to fund campus-wide alcohol educational programs to discourage underage drinking and encourage responsible decision-making in all aspects of the student's life. Working together, we can make a difference.
A message from Anheuser-Busch and the NCAA Foundation.
For all your legal service needs, contact attorney Gino F. Peluso. Attorney Peluso provides a full-service law practice concentrating in civil and criminal matters, including bankruptcy, divorce, incorporation, estate planning, wills, and automobile accident cases. For all your legal service needs, call attorney Gino Peluso or visit his office at 1 Peluso Place, Leechburg Road, and Chester Drive, Lower Borough.
I'm attorney Gino Peluso. For 15 years, I've been providing legal services to the local area. Let my experience work for you.
Speed, endurance, control, power. Not all martial arts are the same. Experience the difference at Philip Amaris Martial Arts Training Center, offering separate programs for children and adults. Children learn discipline, confidence, and respect. The adult program improves physical fitness and is an excellent form of realistic self-defense. There's a free introductory program with no binding contracts, and a family plan allows one person to pay and another family member to come free. The Philip Amaris Martial Arts Training Center, Reed Street off Leechburg Road, Lower Borough.
All right, here we go. 4th down for the Dynamos. Bird line into the end zone and incomplete.
I saw the flag, though.
There's a flag over there. It could be an offside penalty here. Let's wait and see. No, it's against the Dynamos, and they'll turn this down, and Riverview will hold at the 10-yard line. You talk about a time-consuming drive, Bob. Springdale had it for 17 plays, and it took actually 8 minutes and about 42 seconds that was run off the clock. There's 3:11 remaining in the first half. The Raiders of Riverview 21, Springdale nothing. The Dynamos a good opportunity there. They had the ball down to the 8-yard line, unable to move it in for a first down or a touchdown, and they trail 21-0. The Raiders now have the football with 3:11 left in the first half. Dujak, the quarterback. Dujak hands off, and coming through for some yardage was Heekins. And Heekins is going to be stopped by number 24 there. Was Winnie Fleming. The ball is going to be spotted at about the 14-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. The Raiders ready as Dujak. Dujak hands off to the second man through. Oh, what a nice tackle that time. Let's see who that was. Tambura on the carry. Is that Oriot? Josh Oriot? Boy, that good, solid tackle.
Watch it on the replay. There he is. Beg your pardon, Joe. He started it, and Winnie Fleming finished it. But he did. Josh Oriot was the first man to hit him.
All right. It's going to be a 3rd down now, and about 6 yards to go. That last play got the carrier up to the line of scrimmage and no further. Dujak ready. Dujak looks, got a man out there. Randy Gilbert couldn't hold it, incomplete. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and the Dynamos are going to get the football with 1:44 remaining in the first half. So the Raiders are going to punt the football here with 1:44 left in the first half. Springdale is going to send number 14. That's Millen, and 84. Kevin Leahy back. Hurdlejack back to punt, standing at about the 4-yard. Oh boy, he got a good kick, and it looked dangerous there because Springdale came in for the rush and almost blocked it. Leahy on the fair catch at the 49-yard line. Their own 49, 1:37 remaining in the first half. It's Riverview 21, Springdale nothing.
Please report to the press box. Blue ticket number 0263113.
21-0. The Raiders in the lead, and Springdale back on offense at their own 49 to finish out the last 1:37.
All right, ready to go. Justin Berteline for the Dynamos. Boy, he had a good drive going the last time Springdale had the ball. And there goes Januzzi again off the left side. He picks up about maybe 3 yards. Sam Glover led the defensive charge over there for the Raiders. Also in on the stop was Chad Binion. second down and 7. The clock is moving. We're down to 1:10 remaining.
Second down and 7, Springdale.
And whistles, flags all over the place.
50-50 ticket number once again. Orange ticket 0, 5, 3, 1, 2, 7, 3.
Penalty against Springdale. Procedure penalty will cost them 5. 1:02 remaining in the first half.
50-50 ticket 0, 5, 3, 1, 2, 7, 3. Please report to the press box. Second down 12, Dynamite.
Springdale ready. Birdline is back, looking, throwing, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds, incomplete. Good coverage there by number 20. That's Ben Erdeljack. Pass intended for Kevin Leahy. Erdeljack played that one, well, like you're supposed to play it. 41 seconds remaining in the first half. And both bands getting ready to do their thing here at halftime. And the press box is full. Standing room only in the press box.
Is this a Super
And it's
Bowl?
not
Springdale Riverview.
Not because it's cold either, because it's a gorgeous night for a football game. Birdline, here we go. Back, looking, throwing, might be intercepted, almost. And again, back there this time, however, was number 80, Chad Benyon. And had that pass been more on the money, it could have resulted in an interception. Good coverage by the Raiders in the person of Chad Benyon, and the Dynamos are going to have to punt the football. 36 seconds remaining. Binion, is that the way you pronounce it? Binion. Binion. Okay. All right, and if I mispronounced it throughout the first half, I apologize. Binion is the correct pronunciation, and I'm sure he's, as long as his number's called, Bob, he doesn't mind. And if he did mind, we apologize. Okay.
Jesse Dreer punts it out of bounds.
All right, Jesse Dreer. So the clock shows 28 seconds remaining in the first half. And it'll be the Raiders with the football at the 42-yard line. All right. I don't know. I would imagine they'll probably just hand this off. No, they're looking to score. Pass is complete, and who was that over there? Was that Erdeljack? It was. Ben Erdeljack got it. He's got it all the way down to the 44-yard line of the Dynamos, and the clock is stopped. 21 seconds remaining. I thought maybe they might just kneel down, Bob, or just hand it off, but not so. Timeout is taken, and I think do we owe for a break in this half? No. All right, then we'll just keep it right here with the final 21 seconds showing on the clock, and obviously the Raiders, Bob, are trying to score, or they wouldn't have taken a timeout. 21-0 is the score, and half is only 21 seconds away, and the Dynamos are, well, they're in a gang of trouble. Let's put it that way.
All right, Joe, we have to take a break.
So there's a break in the action. There is no action, but we're going to take a break anyway. We'll be back right after this.
For 19 years, Sparkle Cleaners in Lower Burl has been the best place in the valley to take care of all your dry cleaning needs. Sparkle can make it look like new, from shirt laundry to dresses, suits, leathers, and suedes. Don't let rips and tears ruin an outfit. Sparkle does expert tailoring and alterations. Sparkle can also get your drapes and bedspreads summer fresh. Clean and preserve wedding dresses and other special garments, all at Sparkle Cleaners, Leechburg Road, Lower Burl. Everybody loves Fazio's Italian Deli. Fazio specializes in prepared foods using only the most delicious sauces. They also feature deli meats and cheeses like salami, capicola, prosciutto, and mozzarella that make your mouth water just thinking about them. Fazio's has all this and more. For the best Italian food in the Valley, stop in at Fazio's, corner of Bray Street and Lishman Avenue in Arnold. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Family-owned Arnold Furniture is ready to set a new record in price and selection. Arnold Furniture has 3 big floors of superb dining room and living room sets, along with bedroom sets and furnishings to brighten your home. Just check out this special deal. Get the 7-piece ensemble, including sofa, love seat, 2 end tables, a cocktail table, and 2 lamps for $9.99. A new record in price and selection. Arnold Furniture, 5th Avenue in Arnold.
All right, we're ready. 21 seconds remaining. Dujak under center. Dujak back, looking, and no, there's a shovel pass. It's complete. They go out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, and that'll stop the clock with 15 seconds left. Tamburo caught that pass and run out of bounds. There is a flag on the play. Looks as though it's going to go against the Raiders. They're walking backwards, and they march it off. Probably be a holding penalty here against the Raiders with 15 seconds left. And I got a feeling Dujak is just going to take this snap and run out the first half. So a holding call against the Raiders. They'll bring the ball back to about the 44-yard line of the Raiders. All right, the Raiders are set. Slot to the right side. Dujak goes back, looking, and down he goes. And boy, did he go down as Josh Cole led the charge for the Dynamos. And the half is going to end with the score. Riverview 21, Springdale nothing.
Okay, the teams here at the half will exit to their respective buses, actually. I think Springdale goes to the local fire hall across the way that took care of an earlier problem for us, and Riverview will retire to their buses on or to an area behind the concession stand down there to huddle with their coaches. 21-0 here at the half, and the Raider band is about to come onto the field and perform here for us at halftime. So we're going to be set to go downfield shortly. A reminder that an MVP will be selected from the game for PNC Bank, and we will announce that either at the conclusion of the game or somewhere late in the fourth quarter. PNC Bank, where performance counts. Well, let's remind everybody next Friday night, Freeport at Deer Lakes, if I'm not mistaken. How are you, dear?
You don't know me, I know.
Across the way, the Riverview Band comes onto the field. Let's go downfield now and enjoy the music provided by that Raider band. halftime, 21-0, Riverview in the lead. The Springdale Band will be coming on next when we return.
If over 200 brokerage firms, mutual fund managers, and financial institutions from around the world advise their customers with the help of investment research from PNC Bank, well then, why not just go into PNC Bank?
PJ Greco Sons, located along Old Route 28 in Creighton, are buyers of scrap iron and metals, including brass, copper, stainless steel, aluminum, radiators, and metal cans. Simply bring in your unwanted scrap metal and iron to the processing plant in Creighton and get cash. PJ Greco Sons will pay you for the scrap metal that is taking up space in your home or business. From soda cans collected at the family picnic to old metal appliances, get cash. Bring it in to PJ Greco Sons in Creighton.
Punch the clock, I'm a working machine. I got boots to do the job, got my Wolverines. I can tame a wild jackhammer, rewrite miles of interstate. I can work like hell, never get the blues, 'cause I feel like heaven in my Wolverine boots. Wolverine door shots, guaranteed comfort for your money back.
Wolverine boots at Ben's Menswear, New Kensington.
Again at halftime, 21-0, the Riverview Raiders in the lead as we watch the Springdale Dynamo Marching Band. And so the Springdale band makes their exit here at halftime. A 21-0 lead by the Riverview Raiders at the half. Bob Tattern with Joe Falsetti, Mike Pavlik, and Mike Choma. We're soon going to be going down to Mike Choma for a halftime report, taking a sneak look at games to be played tonight. And if you're watching Channel 3 Friday nights, right after the game, you'll have our scoreboard show. So, Mike Choma, are you ready to roll? All right, Mike, take it away.
What's that? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the halftime report. We have a little technical difficulties. We're using our mic up here this evening. First off, as far as Riverview goes, 2 weeks ago, they lost their first exhibition game 18-0 at Rochester. And a lot of people thought that would be a wake-up call for the Raiders. And it sure was. They dominated Duquesne last week, and the alarm's gone off here this evening, too. Speaking of conference play, join me for all the scores tonight on the scoreboard show. We're going out to the Quad East Conference to see how Penn Hills does. They're at Plum, the #1 team in the country, and I think the Mustangs will give them a hard time tonight. And how about the Fox Chapel Foxes? Undefeated, they're at Central Catholic tonight, another tough one in the Quad East. Kiss continues their tough road show, too. They'll be hosting McKeesport. In the Greater Allegheny Conference, the other undefeated team in the Valley Vikings, host Pine Richland. Highlands has another tough one, hosting North Catholic. And the Borough Bucks, will they win their first one? They host Knock this evening. Catani continues on the road at Hampton. In the Allegheny Conference, Ford City gets their first test tonight. They'll be at Apollo Ridge. Deer Lakes host Mars. The Mars Planet 3-0. I predict the Lancers will pull their first game out. And as far as Freeport, they're still looking for their win first at Shadyside. We'll also have a report on this final. And if you want to, tonight's trivia question involves the Springdale Dynamos. What Springdale High School linebacker went on to play at the University of Michigan and was captain of the Rose Bowl team? Let's send it back up to Bob and Joe. See you afterwards with all the scores and the answer to the trivia question. The place to be is Comcast Cable Channel 3.
All right, Mike Choma, thank you kindly. We are at halftime, and time now for the stats, brought to you by Jimmy G's Restaurant in Aspinwall, the perfect banquet room for your holiday party. Jimmy G's, one of the most enjoyable dining experiences in Pittsburgh, with remarkable food, a professional staff, and a charming atmosphere that makes that restaurant, Jimmy G's, a pleasure you soon won't forget. By the way, top off your Friday or Saturday evenings with a charming carriage tour of Aspinwall. You can call Jimmy G's at 781-4884. Let's take a look at the stats at halftime, and here's Mike Pavlik.
All right, Bob, thanks a lot. I hope Mike made it out of there okay. It looks like he's going to need hazard pay. The first half stats go this way. The Raiders, only one first down difference in this game, as Springdale had a big second quarter. Riverview 7, Springdale 6. Raiders had 142 yards rushing to Springdale 60. Not a whole lot of passing going on. Riverview 1 for 2, and the Dynamos 1 out of 9. 13 yards passing. Raiders 12, Dynamos. Total yardage in the first half, the Raiders 155, 72 for Springdale. The Raiders, who were penalized for 125 yards last week, had 30 yards in penalties here in the first half on 4 penalties. And 2 penalties, 15 yards for Springdale. The only turnover was the Justin Berteline interception. And that was the only turnover for Springdale. Riverview had none. Individually, Justin Dujak 1 for 2 passing, 13 yards. That went to, guess who? Ben Ertlejack, by the way, who was the only person to play for Chuck Wagner while he was still at Oakmont, who is still playing today. Fritz Tamburo, 4 carries, 37 yards. We're just kidding with you, Ben.
You better explain that.
We're just kidding. It just seems like he's been there forever, folks. It's unbelievable. Damian Heekins had a good first half of the season in the first half. He had 8 carries for 114 yards. For the Raiders. For Springdale, Justin Berteline was 1 for 9 for 12 yards. He ran it 4 times for 5. Clark Unati ate up some good numbers on the ground there in the big drive that the Dynamos had in the second quarter. 9 carries, 43 yards. Josh Orey had 6 carries, 18 yards. Artie Rayner carried it 3 times for -3. And Derek Tabachek was on the receiving end of the only completion by Berteline, 12 yards on the 1 catch. The scoring in the first half, the Raiders jumped off to a 7-0 lead at 8:20. Damian Heekins, a 20-yard run, his first of 3. Lucas Heekins, the kick, it was 7-0. Heekins went again for 16 yards, 4:48 to go in the first quarter. The kick missed, it was 13-0 Raiders, and then the Raiders scored on the first play of the second quarter on a Heekins 4-yard run, his 3rd touchdown of the game. Dujak took it in for 2 points, and the Raiders lead it at halftime, 21-0 over the Springdale Dynamos, Bob.
Okay, Bob Tattern, Joe Falsetti, Mike Pavlik, and Mike Choma. The 4 of us here at Springdale, and we'll be back with our 3rd quarter kickoff. It's coming up right here on Comcast Cable, Channel 3. Devereaux Chevrolet's model year-end clearance is here. For months, you've admired the class of 96. Now you can take any 96 in stock at grab-em quick prices. Only Devi would give you S10 pickups starting at $10,474. Geo Trackers starting at $10,385. Hurry, these deals can't last long. Also, check out Devi's 4-wheel drive clearance. Giant selection, sensational prices. For great new and used deals, get to Devereaux Chevrolet Freeport.
Create an image for your company or corporation at Jacobs Wholesale Trophies and Awards, where industry shops for corporate identity items. Jacobs can take any idea for your corporation's logo and transform it into a striking replication of your corporation's identity. Something to be proud of. Let Jacobs create the image you need on jackets, caps, and plaques. Precise computer-controlled plaque engraving done on the premises acknowledges that special event for just the effect you require. Jacobs Wholesale Trophies and Awards, Leechburg Road, Lower Borough.
Once you wear them, you won't go back to the other lenses.
Announcing the new AccuView disposable contact lens from Johnson & Johnson. Available locally at spectacles, etc. Wear them for a week or 2, then throw them away. You'll have crisp, clear vision with maximum comfort day after day. Save time, bother, and storage space. No more cleaning or disinfectant solutions. It all adds up to better eye health for you. See the professionals at either location of spectacles, etc. for the AccuView disposable lens.
And we're set to go. What a pretty sight, huh? We're in that box somewhere and ready to go for 3rd quarter action. Riverview in the white and Springdale in your picture with one of the assistant coaches in their all black with the white numerals and the red trim on the helmet. And Springdale will defend the goal to our right and will receive the kickoff, by the way. No, I'm sorry, they will kick off. Springdale's Jesse Dreer will kick it away. And Riverview in the white sets up. Ben Erteljack will be to, well, let's see, they've got Lucas Heekins deep to the far side. Damian Heekins right down the middle. And Jason Orban deep to the near side. So 3 deep, 3 shallow, and 5 on the line for that receiving the second half kickoff, and here we go. Taken by one of the up 3, and return right up the middle. On the return was Josh Walsh, and Walsh returning the football to the 49. On the tackle was Rick Fuller for Springdale. And the 3rd quarter is finally underway. Snap from center. The give is to Heekins, and Heekins gang tackled, a loss on the play. Wrapping him up was Winnie Fleming, among others. Also there was Pete Garnero. But let's take a look at the replay. Garnero probably was one of the first to hit him, but number 24 is right there. Yep. And there's the finishing tackle. But the principal tackler was Garnero. Number 78 for the Dynamos. So a loss in the play of 2 yards. Second down and 12 for Justin Dujak and his team, leading 21-0. Dujak on the draw, goes to Heekins. Heekins up the left side, and beg your pardon, Fritz Tamburo. And Tamburo finally run out of bounds, and I believe that was Winnie Fleming who did it. Here's the replay, and there's the draw. It's Tamburo. And there's the pursuit. And number 24, Winnie Fleming, steps in to make the play. But the ball is down to the Dynamo. Rob Milan was also there. Down to the Dynamo 39. And a 1st and 10. Wing to the left, pitch out. It's Tamburo again, run out of bounds. Short gain to the left side. So Tamburo carries, let's see, they mark the stick about a yard after. So it's 2nd and 9 coming up. The ball is at the 38. Maybe they ought to do like the pros, Joe, and just let the clock run until the last 2 minutes. Then they can start stopping it on out-of-bounds plays. Out of the eye, and it goes, this is Dujak looking to throw. Erdelchak is out there, touchdown for the Raiders. That play covered 38 yards, and the Dynamos looking now at a bigger deficit, 27-0. 10:49 showing on the clock.
Considering it's a first year, this is a pretty good combination, Dujak to Erdelchak.
There's the pass. Dujak lets it sail, and he's got his timing down perfectly, trying to make the defensive play.
And not
was
bad,
Kevin Leahy.
And not bad coverage.
So here's the extra point try with a 27-0 lead. Early in the 3rd quarter, it will be Lucas Heekins with Erdelchak to hold. High snap from center. The kick is over the netting and into Dottie Jones's yard somewhere over there. So it's a 28-0 game with 10:49 to play here in period 3. Next weekend, the Deer Lakes Lancers will be featured for the first time this year. We'll be there for that Friday night encounter. Game will be on at 9, and the replay Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. 4 plays, 60 yards, and 1 minute and 11 seconds of time.
Erdelchak, 37-yard touchdown pass. 37 yards.
Next weekend, Riverview will be at Sarah Catholic.
Returning to the Dynamos, 34. Kevin Leahy, number 32, Raiders.
Springdale next week will be home with Wilkinsburg. No, I beg your pardon. They will be at Wilkinsburg. Here is the return on the kickoff. Was that Kevin Leahy?
Yep.
Kevin Leahy downed on the play by Jason Orban. Spot the ball at the 27-yard line. And Springdale trailing 28-0 with 10:43 to play in the period. 3rd quarter. Leahy out wide right. Yanati gets the call, and he's tackled on the play by T.J. Skillen. And also Randy Gilbert. Anytime you see that Randy Gilbert coming at you, and I mean he is a hawk. That number 90 seems to like shrink in the middle of his jersey.
On the 30. Second down and 7. Springdale.
Second down and about 7 at the 30-yard line for Springdale. Here is quarterback Bertoline throwing the football, and it's incomplete. He was dragged down as he was throwing the ball, and the pursuit was on by Randy Gilbert. Boy, when you hear his footsteps, you think you might be hearing 2 or 3
I don't know
people.
which is worse, hearing them or seeing them.
Well, I'm glad there's a warning first. So it'll bring up 3rd down. Thank God for Bertoline. He got rid of the football in time, because for the Dynamos, that would have been a huge loss on the play back inside the 20. So it's 3rd and roughly 7. Springdale at their own 30 have got to get to the 37 on this play, or it'll be punt formation. Bertoline throws a quickie, and it is caught, but short yardage. Derek Tabachek at the 34, and they are short. Justin Dujak made the tackle, but the play was not enough to get him the yardage needed. It's at the 34, 4th and 3.
Well, Dujak made a good tackle there, Bob. Right after the reception, down went the ball carrier. Had he been able to take a step or two, he would have picked up the 1st down.
So Dreer back to punt, standing near his own 20. Toward Erdeljack here on the near side, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 34. We'll make it the 35 or 36. What do they do? 36-yard line. So a break in the action with 9:10 to play. 3rd quarter. We'll be right back.
Speed, endurance, control, power. Not all martial arts are the same. Experience the difference at Philip Amaris Martial Arts Training Center, offering separate programs for children and adults. Children learn discipline, confidence, and respect. The adult program improves physical fitness and is an excellent form of realistic self-defense. There's a free introductory program with no binding contracts, and a family plan allows one person to pay and another family member to come free. The Philip Amaris Martial Arts Training Center, Reed Street off Leechburg Road, Lower Borough.
Do you care about how you look and feel? Do you care about your health? To look good, you have to feel good. Dr. Festa is in the business of helping people feel good again, offering weight loss and specific nutritional information, keys to better health and overall fitness, and of course our famous advanced spinal fitness program, designed to relieve the pain of headaches, whiplash, and carpal tunnel. Stay straight and stay healthy with the Festa Chiropractic Clinic.
Sir James Printing is your source for business forms and specializes in custom designed continuous computer paper and snap-apart forms. Sir James's courteous and knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you with quality full-service printing. Their printing production facility features a large variety of in-house paper stocks and colors of ink. Sir James also features a state-of-the-art desktop publishing system which allows them to transform your ideas into a professionally typeset piece. They will meet their deadlines with satisfaction guaranteed.
Everybody's posing for the camera. And here we go. Riverview in possession of the football with 9:10 to play in the 3rd. And the give is to, that's Heekins. Heekins on the carry. Darren Polovich brings him down at the 41-yard line. A gain of about 5 in the play. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5. Raiders from the Raiders, 41-yard line.
And a keeper by Dujak. Dujak brought down to, I think he got the 1st down though, and tackled on the play by Josh Oriat and Winnie Fleming. But a 1st down at the 46-yard line. So a Raider first down with just a little bit better than 8:15 to play in this third quarter. 28-zip. The Raiders about to chalk up conference win number 2 on the campaign. Springdale, after losing last week to Greensburg Central, will go 0-2 unless things drastically change. And with a football straight up the middle, out of the tailback position, and enough for the first down and more, is Tamburo up to the 42-yard line, and Mike Mully brings him down for Springdale, but another first down for the Raiders. Good blocking, and when you watch the replays, and they're in slow motion, I mean, you watch the blocking form, and phew, pretty team to watch. First and 10 at the 42 for the Raiders. Ertlejack wide left. Check that. That's Bynum. Ertlejack is a wing to the right, and Ertlejack gets the call. Goes around the left side. He's got speed at the 35-30, 25-20. Cuts inside. He's inside the 10, puts his head down, knocks over a tackler, and finally Rob Millen makes the play inside the 10 at about the 8. Ertlejack ran 33 yards on that play. Mike Lazzari there for the tackle for the Raiders at the 8. Why are they waiting to move the sticks? There's no flag.
Well, they're still there.
Oh, it's first and goal.
That's right.
All right. I see the stick that matters is in place. Dujek hands off, touchdown. No. He's close.
Right at the goal
Dujek
line.
carry.
He's just a little bit short of the goal line. Dujek on that keeper.
Boy, that ball has got to be awfully close.
It's right on. It's almost on the line.
Halfway through the third quarter. Boy, that is so close. Tamburo in for the touchdown, and the Raiders have chalked up another, make it 34-zip. So Tamburo into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Fake to Heekins, and there's Tamburo getting the call, tackled, but dragged into the end zone. Chad Loveland on the defensive play for Springdale. Ertlejack to hold for Heekins on the kick. And into the backyard of somebody again over at that.
Tell you what, these kickers that come out of Riverview, Bob, are not too bad. Belisario for a few years. This Heekins looks, he might be as good. Boy.
So it's a 35-0 game. And still the Springdale faithful remain, and they hang tough.
This is Friday night, Bob. There's nowhere else to go.
Well, the other towns have the same situation in most cases here in the AK Valley. It's but Springdale does support their team.
Oh, they sure do.
Matt Oriat.
Imagine what it'd be like if they were 3-0 instead of 0-3.
Artie Rayner and Josh Oriat are the deep. I'm sorry. Where Kevin Leahy is the third man, and he's down the middle. And so Lucas Heekins, who just added the point after, gets the official's whistle at 5:53 and boots it down to about the 12-yard line. And running with a football is Matt Oriat up to about the 25 or thereabouts. Tackled on the play by Matt Geppert. They'll mark it at the 25. It'll be 1st and 10 at that point. 1st and 10. Pardon me. And number 5 you see coming in, Justin Bertoline. Bertoline, the quarterback, I should say Bertoline, number 5. Long way to go for Springdale. But Joe, they've got numbers again. They're bringing them up again with the youth programs and out of the T formation. And the left half gets the call this time, and it is Rayner up across the 30-yard line to about the 32. Fritz Tamburo and Matt Geppert combine on the tackle. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Dynamo, 2nd and 4 from the 32-yard line.
Second and 3, and a whistle. An equipment adjustment.
I think timeout.
5:04. Who has? The Raiders have called a timeout. So good place to take a break, folks. Break in the action. 5:04 left in the 3rd period. We'll be right back.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see.
Feeling safe, being secure. It's why more families rely on Buick LeSabre than any other full-size sedan. Peace of mind from LeSabre.
Boucher Buick and GMC trucks for nearly 40 years, a cut above the rest.
There's one trip automobile owners don't mind making. That's to Donati's Friendly Golf Station, Freeport Road, New Kensington. Most times it's just a fill-up and a quick check under the hood. But there are times when Donati's trusty mechanics have to do a little more to keep your car running smoothly. Since 1944, Donati's Golf Station has served the area with expert service, including state and emission inspections, general repair, and road service. And in that time, Donati's has treated customers as friends.
Sure, football is tough, but the toughest game of all is that of life. That's why the NCAA Foundation, along with the help of Anheuser-Busch, have offered grants through their Choices program. These grants are used to fund campus-wide alcohol educational programs to discourage underage drinking and encourage responsible decision-making in all aspects of a student's life. Working together, we can make a difference.
A message from Anheuser-Busch and the NCAA Foundation.
Ready to go now as we continue 3rd quarter play. Bertoline, the quarterback, gives to the first man. And an apparent first down with Josh Uriat toting the leather. And he might be a little bit short. It'll be 3rd and about a half a yard. Now, Larry Kupek, the official, says first down, and they'll stop the clock as they move the sticks, which will put it at the 35-yard line. First down for Springdale. .4:30 to play, period 3. Riverview 35, Springdale 0. Strong side to the right. Bertoline back to pass. Throws a little flare pass, and it is Giannotti who is dragged down on the play by Josh Nestor for the Raiders, who just came into the game. Ron Zanello was also there. A loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Little pass out on the right side. And boy, the rush was on, huh? Was that Zanella? No, that was Kelly Osiora. Oh. Clash of the helmets. 2nd and 11. Yanati trapped in the backfield. They broke down that play. Ethan Gigler along with Dave Upvall make the play defensively for Riverview. And it'll be 3rd and about 13 back at the 32-yard line.
Quite a few new people in there, Bob, for the Raiders. This is when a coach enjoying a big lead like this has the, well, luxury really of being able to play some people that would not normally be there, and in most cases are underclassmen getting some experience. And that's why Jake has had that program going in full gear there for quite a few years.
Bertoline, the quarterback, over center, drops back to pass, and goes complete to Rob Millen, who's brought down at the Riverview 42-yard line, and a first down. Chad Bynum makes the play for the Raiders, but a first down for Springdale. Nice play and a nice throw by the quarterback as you watch, and the catch made by Milan, and there's the tackle up to the 42. Chad Bynum on the play defensively for the Raiders. A little better than 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Kevin Leahy out wide right. Rayner. Boy, he is hit hard. Dave, make that Chris McCarthy. Gain of about 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 at, give him 1. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9 at the 41. Now we're under 2 minutes in period 3. Bertoline being chased out of the pocket. He throws. Yanati bobbles the football. It goes incomplete. Dujak was out there along with Ron Zanella. And it'll bring up now 3rd and 9 from the Riverview 41-yard line. Well, if they don't make the sticks, Joe, and again, as you said, nothing to lose. It's 35 zip. May as well go for it anyway. At least I don't think they would punt unless they just want to box them down at the end zone, but it's 35-0 at this point. Clock stopped on that incompletion with exactly 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Leahy wide right. Screen pass dropped. Maybe it was just as well. Josh Oriat drops the ball, and Riverview was there. They would have probably dropped him for a loss in the play. Neither team uses a shotgun, Joe.
Well, the Raiders have had no need for it.
Yeah. Little pass here in the side, and maybe he was already looking up.
Yeah, he probably was looking upfield. Timeout is going to be taken. That's an official time.
Number 72 for the Raiders, Ryan Dugan has an equipment problem, or
he's limping.
Yeah. That's generally one strap too tight, or you've been injured. So he's off. Don't need to make light of it, but he's off the field. And we're ready to go for the Dynamos on 4th and 9. Throwing the football, it is bobbled, then caught. What a play! Caught nicely by Leahy on the far side, and he was dropped over there by Mike Catullo.
And number 30, Bob, looked as though he had the interception, Matt Geppert.
Springdale gets the first down at the 25-yard line. There's the pass, a bobble, and the catch made, and then finally the tackle by Matt Catullo. And that pass covered 15 yards. Under a minute now, this third quarter. There's Yanati, I believe, and it is Yanati. Gennady dropped by Dujak after a gain of about 5 to the 20. It might even be inside the 20 at the 19. And if that be the case, no, it's at the 20. 2nd and 5. This will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Tabachak wide out, not wide out, but a split end to the right for Bertaline. And the chase is on. The throw, and it is intercepted.
There's a flag on the play.
Intercepted by Josh Walsh, but a flag on the play.
It's against Springdale clipping, Bob. The interception will stand.
The interception will stand as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And when we begin the 4th quarter, Riverview will have the football near the 30 or 30. I'm not sure. We'll recap it when we come back. Break in the action, folks. We have played 3. It's 35 to nothing, and we'll be back right after this.
Everybody loves Fazio's Italian Deli. Fazio specializes in prepared foods using only the most delicious sauces. They also feature deli meats and cheeses like salami, capicola, prosciutto, and mozzarella that make your mouth water just thinking about them. Fazio's has all this and more. For the best Italian food in the Valley, stop in at Fazio's, corner of Gray Street and Lishman Avenue in Arnold. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Family-owned Arnold Furniture is ready to set a new record in price and selection. Arnold Furniture has 3 big floors of superb dining room and living room sets, along with bedroom sets and furnishings to brighten your home. Just check out this special deal. Get the 7-piece ensemble, including sofa, love seat, 2 end tables, a cocktail table, and 2 lamps for $9.99. A new record in price and selection. Arnold Furniture, 5th Avenue in Arnold. For 19 years, Sparkle Cleaners in Lower Burl has been the best place in the valley to take care of all your dry cleaning needs. Sparkle can make it look like new, from shirt laundry to dresses, suits, leathers, and suedes. Don't let rips and tears ruin an outfit. Sparkle does expert tailoring and alterations. Sparkle can also get your drapes and bedspreads summer fresh. Clean and preserve wedding dresses and other special garments, all at Sparkle Cleaners, Leechburg Road, Lower Burl.
Joe, new quarterback for Riverview, Lucas Heekins.
Well, a lot of clean jerseys here. There's a couple that have been through the wars, but the majority of them are clean and brand new. Here's a pitch back from Heekins. Oh, they got some running room. And getting decent yardage here was number 30. That is Geppert. So Geppert picks up decent yardage. And Milan made the stop for the Dynamos. They're at the 41. So the Raiders enjoying a 35-0 lead here at the start of the 4th quarter. And Heekins, the new quarterback. Heekins on the keeper. And there's a flag. It'll probably go against the Raiders. Looks like a holding call is going to be called. Yep, there it is. Against the Raiders. They'll bring this one back and take a 10-yard penalty, unless, of course, they want to give him a 2-yard gain, which is highly unlikely. So a holding call against the Raiders will be marched off from the 39. Well, actually the 40, so they'll spot it just outside the 50-yard line. So it's going to be a 1st and 20 for the Raiders.
Penalty goes against Riverview. Ball on the Riverview 49-yard line. 1st down. 20 to go for the Raiders.
Heekins is the new quarterback, as we mentioned, for the Raiders. Oh, they're passing. Here goes Heekins back, looking, and he eludes one tackle, eludes another, and is going to be run out of bounds, and there's a flag. Yeah, the official threw a late flag. I think there was some contact out of bounds. I don't think that was intentional. In fact, I'm sure it wasn't. But the official threw the flag.
Worst place it could have happened, Joe, right in front of the coaches.
Right at the Springdale bench, and they'll march off 15 yards. I watch it here. He eludes that tackler, and then he just outruns a couple of others, and right there is where he's going to be hit, and that's where the penalty is going to be called. So they'll bring the ball and actually spot it at the 30 following the 15-yard penalty.
Riverview, 1st and 10 from the Dynamo 30-yard line.
All right, the Raiders will put it in play now. 1st and 10 at the 30. And Gephardt and Walsh, the two new running backs. And Heekins, new quarterback. And going nowhere this time was, boy, he's gang tackled there. I think everybody but Coach Wagner was in on that call.
Number 49 is the carry.
That was Walsh on the carry.
Tackled by number 33, Mike Mully, and
Mully led the defensive charge, and there were a lot of other black jerseys in there helping out, so there was no gain on that play. 2nd down and 10.
Raider ball on the Dynamo 30-yard
right at the 30-yard line of Springdale, with the Raiders leading 35-0. 10 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Heekins pitches back, going around the right side is Sykin, and look at this, loose ball picked up and going for the touchdown for the Dynamos. Oh my goodness, Leahy, Ryan Leahy, or I should say Kevin Leahy. My goodness, can we see that one again?
Here we go.
Oh, brother. There's Sykin. He's hit right there, fumbles, a perfect bounce for Kevin Leahy, and then he is off to the races.
I think that covered 70 yards. I'm not sure.
Was it had to be at 70 or thereabouts because the play started at the 30.
Yeah. 67 is what
67,
we have registered.
good enough.
Yeah.
We won't argue for a few yards. So Kevin Leahy picks up the loose ball and scrambles for the touchdown, and the Dynamos are on the board. There's the kick by Dreher, and it's good. 35-7 with 9:50 remaining here in the 4th quarter, and there's a break in the action. We'll be right back.
Devereaux Chevrolet's model year-end clearance is here. For months, you've admired the class of 96. Now you can take any 96 in stock at grab-em quick prices. Only Devi would give you S10 pickups starting at $10,474. Geo trackers starting at $10,385. Hurry, these deals can't last long. Also, check out Devi's four-wheel drive clearance. Giant selection, sensational prices. For great new and used deals, get to Devereaux Chevrolet Freeport.
When I punch the clock, I'm a working machine. I got boots that do the job, got my Wolverines. Lay a span of bridge, make that molten steel pour. I can build a better country and keep coming back for more. I can work like hell with my hands and my tools, cause I feel like heaven in my Wolverine boots. Wolverine Durashocks, guaranteed comfort or your money back. Work like hell, feel like heaven.
Wolverine boots available at Ben's Menswear in New Kensington.
These are some of the people responsible for making PNC Bank forms simpler, for giving answers round the clock, and for bringing world-class investment services to your neighborhood. And yet not one of them works for us. We work for them. They're PNC Bank customers, and every year we ask over 270,000 how we can do our jobs better. And we listen to what they have to say.
That's why they're my bank.
Will 35-7 is the score with under 10 minutes now to play in this ball game. And that long run by Leahy, 67 yards, and the tack on by the kicker, Dreer, makes it a. What are they doing? It was a penalty on the kick?
There was a penalty on the extra point. They're going to do it all over again. Illegal procedure against the Dynamos, so they'll have to. Dreer will have to do it again. Good snap. The kick is up, and the kick looks awfully good. And Dreer gets it through there, and it remains as it was a moment ago, 35-7. And the Dynamos, boy, I'll tell you, that was really electricity. That happened that fast. A loose ball picked up by Kevin Leahy, and he scrambled 67 yards for the touchdown, putting the Dynamos on the board with 9:50 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Boy, that bounce was just right on the money. We take a look at it one more time, guys, or is that one gone? It'll be a while before they kick off here, another 30 seconds or so. Springdale huddle. Down by 28, but they have scored. They have ended a drought. Last week against Greensburg Central, they only had 3 points to put on the board. And there's Dreer teeing it up. Frank Sullivan, the official.
Wonder what grade Dreer's in. It looks like he's got a pretty good leg. We don't have the. Well, this fella's got one here. He's a senior. All right, ready to go as Dreer gets set. There's a kick. It's a squibbler. It's going to be picked up at about the 25-yard line, and
opportunity here, Joe, to look at that touchdown again by Kevin Leahy.
All right, here's Sykin. He gets hit there by
Yanati.
Number 21, Yanati. Loose ball. Kevin Leahy picks it up, and he went 67 yards for the touchdown.
Look at that stride. And in hot pursuit, as Jackie Gleason would say. Lucas Eakins. Hot pursuit.
All right, the Raiders now will put the ball in play, and boy, this game seems like it's going on forever. What is the delay anyway? Oh my. Eakins comes out. They come out one at a time from the Raiders bench over there.
Well, this ought to be worth 5.
Instead of 3 players coming out at 3 at a time, they come out 1 at a time. There's another one coming now.
It's like slow popcorn.
Is that what happens whenever you, substitute some people that aren't used to playing? There's another one coming in. First and 15 for the Raiders. Ball is at the 28-yard line. Eakins is the quarterback. And right up the middle, the handoff goes, and it's number 18 on the carry. That was Steve Sykin. And they'll pick up about 3. It'll be second, well, maybe 4. Second and 11. So the Raiders have the football. They'd love to get a couple of firsts down here and do something with that clock. It's at 9:10. So Heekins comes up to the line of scrimmage and ready to get this play off. And there's a handoff right up the middle. That's Walsh, number 49 on the carry. He's stopped by number 30.
Number 49 with the carry. Josh Walsh, tackle by
Rick Fuller was there along with number 82, Matt Liberton. So they'll pick up about 3 more yards there. It'll be 3rd down and 8. 3rd and about 8. 8.5 minutes remaining. Heekins. And, well, they started too soon. You could see that from way up here. So the penalty will go against the Raiders. False start, 5 yards. 3rd and about 13.
False start against the Raiders. Third down, 13 to go for the Raiders.
Not too many people have left, considering the score.
Oh.
Another penalty.
There's a flag in the field.
Well, I guess when you get a lot of underclassmen in the game, some maybe for the first time, these things will happen. And proof of it is that it is happening right here.
3rd and 18.
Third down, 18 for the Raiders. Ball on the Raiders 25.
Gosh, they slow.
Well, it's you know, they got to wait for
the
the play to come in. You know, you'd think that there was be a time in a ball game that the lead is safe and you could just go ahead and substitute freely. And a few missed tackles, and there goes Tamburo, and he picks up decent yardage across the 35 to about the 37. So Tamburo is going to be stopped at about the 37, well short of the first down. And number 33, Mike Mully, on the stop. It's going to be 4th down and about 6, so they'll punt the football, I think. Ertlejack is going to be back at about his own 22, 23-yard line to punt the football. High snap, and he gets the kick away. Going to bounce and go out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. There's a break in the action. We'll be right back.
Once you wear them, you won't go back to the other lenses.
Announcing the new AccuView disposable contact lens from Johnson & Johnson. Available locally at spectacles, etc. Wear them for a week or two, then throw them away. You'll have crisp, clear vision with maximum comfort day after day. Save time, bother, and storage space. No more cleaning or disinfectant solutions. It all adds up to better eye health for you. See the professionals at either location of spectacles, etc. for the AccuView disposable lens.
Oaks Auto and Truck Service in Cheswick is your complete one-stop service and repair shop. Oaks provides light and heavy towing 24 hours a day. Oaks will repair your engine whether it's a tune-up or a major project. Collision damage can be straightened out at Oaks. They also do brake and exhaust work. Oaks stocks a full line of tires and is a state inspection station. Bumper to bumper, roof to undercarriage, if you need auto and truck service, let Oaks in Cheswick do it right. For nearly 50 years, folks around the AK Valley have been enjoying the delicious taste of Katoris candies, made fresh right at the store. The high standard of good taste has remained consistent in that time as well. To send the unmistakable flavor of Katoris to friends and family outside the valley, ship your order anywhere in the USA. Free gift wrapping is available at the store. Choose from ready-packed boxes or select your own assortment and see the large selection of lollipops and novelties.
6.5 left. All right, here we go. So Springdale will have it at their own 41-yard line. 6:24 remaining in the ball game. Bertolino's got a man out there, and with a reception was Clark Yanati. Jason Orban on the stop for the Raiders, but good throw, good catch, and a first down at the 35-yard line, make it to 34.
On the replay, good blocking, too. Oh.
And I'll tell you, Yanati hung on there because he took a pretty good lick from Orban. Ball at the 34. Dynamos in possession. I'm sure they'd love to get on that board one more time. There's a pass, and he's got, incomplete. The ball was a little bit high, intended for Rob Millen, or Milan. Spelled a little different than Ray Milan. Chad Biden over there on the coverage. Second down and 10. Bertolini back, looking, throwing deep for Leahy. He got it. Oh, brother. He got it about a yard away from the goal line. What a grab by Kevin Leahy.
That goes to...
we got to watch this one again.
Boy, that Bertolini arm ain't bad either,
Oh, boy. Let's watch this one again. Here we go. There's Bertolini back. He's going to unload all the way down to the 1-yard line with a great catch is Kevin Leahy. Look at that one. Oh, brother.
I don't know. As an official, I may have given it to him.
Yeah, you're right.
Boy, that's a great for replay later on, too.
That should make the highlight film. And there's a touchdown.
Yanati with, well, he continues to be their top runner, Joe.
All right, so the Dynamos one more time into that end zone here in the fourth quarter. And, well, it'll look respectable. There is the handoff, Yanati off the left side, and he gets into the end zone for the score. So the Dynamos, what are they going to do now? Well, they're going to kick again. I thought maybe they were going for two, but no reason, especially when you got a guy that kicks as well as Dreer does. Snap, the kick is up. The kick is good, and 35-14. And, well,
what are the bets on an onside kick?
Maybe the game started a little bit late.
What are the bets on an onside kick, guys?
Well, that's a possibility, sure. Absolutely. Strong possibility. 5:17 remaining in the ball game, and the Dynamos with a couple of fourth quarter scores. And it's a 35-14. Let's watch that long pass again. Here's Bertolini, long pass down to Kevin Leahy. Now watch this grab. Watch this. Oh my goodness, what a catch. Oh boy. Tell you what.
Here's Bertolini.
Someone should call and have that one stashed somewhere in a vault.
Now they've already notified the necessary folks in the truck. That one stays forever.
Yeah, well, that stays for sure. Okay.
Riverview's anticipating the onside kick. They've brought a few
I would
folks
think
up.
so, right?
Where's our... somebody ought to let Chris know.
Well, Chris is getting close there. Our cameraman is right there at the 40-yard line, and the onside kick, I'm almost positive, is coming. Looks as though they're going to ship this one over to the right side, and as Springdale shifts over to the right, and Dreher is going to kick that direction, I think. There they go. There's a bounce pass. Oh,
they got it.
Springdale Dynamos got it. Shades of the Super Bowl. Oh, my goodness. All right.
Oh, my.
On the 41-yard line.
Here we
Look at
go.
this onside kick. Seriously, this is exactly the type of kick that the Steelers put onto the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl last year.
That was Leahy, Joe.
What's that?
It was Leahy, the guy that got the pass.
Well, they say you put the hands people at the right place. And Leahy was right there to do a number.
Oh, my.
Oh, boy. Well, the ball is at the 40. Perhaps the 40. Well, let's call it the 41. All right, here we go.
Forget going home early, Joe.
Looks like this might be a long one here as Bertaline is set. No, that's number 15, Harbor. And the pass is incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. That'll go against Ertlejack, I believe.
He agrees. He is not arguing the call.
So they'll march the yardage against the Raiders here as interference called. Oh, boy.
15 yards. Oh.
There's 5. There's 10. There's 15. All the way down to the 26-yard line. So the Dynamos threatening here, and this looked like a shutout here a few minutes ago. But it's certainly no shutout at this point. 35-14, and Springdale at the Raiders' 21-yard line. So Harbor back looking. There's a draw play. Yanati! He's at about the 2-yard line. How about that?
Well, it's a 24-yard run.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you got some happy Springdale folks here, Joe.
Well, it'll be a lot easier to take the defeat here with this fourth quarter surge by the Dynamos. There goes Yanati. Look at him run. Picking these spots, and he's finally going to be dropped by number 89. That's Mike Gatula. He's going to be stopped at about the 2-yard line. Oh, my. All right, ready to go. Harbor at quarterback. Harbor hands off, and he's in for the touchdown. Oh, boy. Yanati one more time, and it's 35-20. 35-20, and who would have thought it? Oh, my goodness.
Why not go for 2? Everything's clicking, right? Did you hear what Kevin Smith said, Joe?
No.
2 more touchdowns are going to put this game on ESPN.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Remember the one year they did with that comeback?
High snap, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 35-21. And we still have 4.5 minutes to go. Tell you what, the Dynamos are pumped. And the fans are too, right directly in front of us. Well, I'll tell you what's happened here. In the last 32 seconds, Springdale has scored 2 touchdowns. In 32 seconds, 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, and suddenly it's a 35-21 ball game.
What is it, 56 points tonight?
I think the over-under was 55, Bob.
Well, we're glad you could join us, folks. Next Friday night, we'll be out at Deer Lakes. And they play, who's they playing next week? Deer Lakes. Freeport, that's right. The Yellow Jackets, we watched them before. The Yellow Jackets, that is, against Highlands. Of course, that was AA versus AAA. Right. But this will be a good one.
Well,
of course, you got to root for Deer Lakes when they play Mars this weekend, and certainly hope they come up with a win, but it's going to be a tough one. Here we go again. Maybe the opposite side.
Well, as long as something's working, don't change it. They're going to line up the same way.
See where Leahy is?
Yeah, I see him over there. Also over there is number 24, Fleming. And there's the same type of a kick, and it's going to be... There's a flag. There's a flag. Well, let's see. There's a personal foul against the Raiders. I got to believe that Jake Kappa is pretty much. He's got to be pretty upset now. His team has come unglued here in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Riverview, 10 penalties for 84 yards. Or 85 yards, I should say. Well, the Raiders do have the football. They have it back at their own 35-yard line.
Joe, they gotta eat up the clock. If they throw it,
well, they're not going to throw it, I don't think. Be no reason for it. All right, here's a handoff right up the middle. And Heekins back into the lineup. In fact, I think most of the regulars are back in for the Raiders. They crossed the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Heekins, he'll pick up about 6. So Heekins picks up about 6 yards. He's been out of the lineup for a while, but he's
120 yards.
120 yards. 124 yards for Heekins. And he's missed a good part of the game. When the score got to 35-0, he didn't. He was over there taking it easy, but he's back in the lineup now. It's 35-21. Handoff, Dujak, and boy, they stop him this time. Up the middle, they come with it, and there's another flag. I don't know what's going on out there, but let's see who this is on. This is against Riverview. I can't believe that they would lose their cool. We'll just wait here before we. Personal foul against the Raiders. Another 15-yard penalty, and I just can't believe that a well-disciplined team like Riverview, and they have been under Coach Kappa, to lose their cool with a 14-point lead here and a little over 3.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. That's really not like this team. And knowing Kappa, Bob, as we do, they'll hear about it. I think they shot an elbow somewhere there, and if it's the other way, you can understand frustration. You're losing pretty badly. But when you're the winning team in the final 3.5 minutes to get a couple of personal foul penalties here in this fourth quarter, it's just
3rd and 17.
All right, here's Dujak on the keeper, and he is going to be hit and dropped at about the 30-yard line. So the Dynamos have come to life here in the fourth quarter. Have they ever? They've scored 3 touchdowns and have, picked up a notch here on defense. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and the Dynamos, I got a little news for you, Bob. This thing is not over. My goodness.
I'd hate to be at the Raiders.
Under 3 minutes. The clock is ticking at 2:55, and the Raiders are going to go into punt formation here from their own 30-yard line.
I'd hate to be at that first Raider practice, which would be
I got a little news for you. I'd hate to be on that bus. Hurdle Jack.
In to play the harmonica.
Hurdle Jack is loose ball, and I think Springdale managed to recover. I think Springdale got it back.
With 2:34 to play.
They did. All right. 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining, and boy, they're getting a hand here. The Raiders are, from the Springdale faithful, and well, they should. They have scored 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns from a 35-0 deficit. They have, well, got it to 35-21. They have the ball, and believe me, stranger things have happened.
Joe, they've lost. If they would have recovered that last onside kick in that same area where they are now, they've lost 2 minutes on the clock is what the net is.
All right, here we go. Bertline is back, throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Yanati. Second down and 10. 2.5 minutes remaining. And this looks like, well, it started out like it was going to be a fairly quick game, but it had to slow down here, particularly in the fourth quarter, with Springdale coming up with 3 touchdowns, a ton of penalties, and the Dynamos, 2nd and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Bertline barking signals, and the draw. There's Yanati, and he didn't get away from who that was on the tackle. Skillen, I think, made that tackle for the Raiders. Gain of just about 2 yards, maybe 3, but it looked as though that play was going to gain some yardage. But they stopped it after a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7, right at the 50.
Actually, it's 3rd down, Joe.
I'm sorry, 3rd down. You're right, Bob. There's a long pass for Leahy, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by number 80 for the Dynamos, Chad Binnen.
Nice effort, though. You go back to that first quarter when they completed that one pass for 30 yards and had it called back. Maybe a little momentum lost.
That was Bynan that intercepted, not Binnen. The spelling is there. It's just that yours truly came up with the wrong pronunciation. So Bynan on a big play on the interception at the 16-yard line. The Raiders should be able to run the final minute 41 seconds here. And the Springdale faithful are still screaming, get the ball back. Handoff. And there goes Tamburo. And Tamburo still on his feet across the 30 and fights his way to the 33-yard line. A gain of about 14, 15 yards on that carry. So Tamburo picks up good yardage and the first down. A gain of 15 on the play. 1st and 10. The Raiders, and the clock is moving. There's Tamburo. He's hit there by Leahy, and then Leahy got some help from his friends. But not until the first down was picked up by Tamburo at the 33-yard line. And this time it's, well, they stopped the play trying to jar that ball loose. Tamburo again on the carry. Picked up about 2 or 3 yards on that carry. Let's give him a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. 45 seconds remaining in the ball game. 45 seconds.
Now let's hope cool heads prevail when the final gun goes off here at Springdale. $20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this should be the last play. And Dujak takes the snap on his knees, and that'll be about it. They don't have to run another play. The Raiders are going off the field. The Dynamos getting a big hand from the fans here at Springdale with a great comeback Of course, they had too much to overcome, and they scored 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns, but they lose it 35-21.
And for PNC Bank, our game MVP, a guy who tonight ran in excess of 120 some yards, Damian Heekins will be our PNC Bank MVP. So for PNC Bank, where performance counts, the one by Damian Heekins tonight counted indeed. Damian Heekins of Riverview, the MVP of the game for PNC Bank. Now the post-game show is brought to you by True Value Hardware. True Value Hardware, the official hardware store of the NFL. We'll recap today's game right after this timeout.